Hi Year 3, Mrs. Harmer back with you for some more Spanish once again. Here we go then, I'm going to share the screen and so we can find out what we're up to today. Share. Fabulous, wonderful. Make this as big as I can. Fantastic. So today we're going to make sure that we know the names of the days. You learnt that time, but last time. Fantastic. And the months, we're going to learn the names of the months in Spanish. So your first job, before we get crack on with that job, is to tell the person next to you what day it is today. Okay, obviously you're going to say hoy es, and then I give you a clue. It's one of these down here. Okay, off you go. Fantastic. Did you say hoy es martes? Well done. Very good. Today is Tuesday, so you would say hoy es martes. Okay, let's move on. Oh my goodness, it's that song again. I love that song. I love it. I've got to sing it now. Join in with me, please. Ready? Domingo, lunes, martes, miércoles, jueves, viernes, sábado y domingo otra vez. Domingo, lunes, martes, miércoles, jueves, viernes, sábado y domingo otra vez. Oh, it's one of my favourite songs, that one. Okay, well, to ask the question, what day is it today? You have to say this phrase here. Have a listen. ¿Qué día es hoy? You'll go. Fantastic. And obviously, you know your answer would be hoy es martes. Okay, now's your time to do it with the person nearest you. ¿Qué día es hoy? Hoy es martes. You'll go. Wonderful. Okay, let's move on. Let's talk about months now. Okay, I'm going to show you one of these lovely videos. And in this video, I want you to see if you can spot the month. Oh my goodness, the teeth are not staying in today. Spot the month that you were born in, okay? As you can see, they're quite like English names, a little bit different. Watch this a couple of times. It's so worth it. Uh-oh. Oh dear, all my Spanish names have got all mixed up over here and I want to put them with my English names. I'm going to give you a minute now to speak to the person next to you and see if you can work out which one of these fit over here. Lots of them, remember, are very like the English names. Go for it now. Have you finished now? Oh, good. Let's put them back together. I'm going to put the first one on now. It's the trickiest one because it looks least like the English. Enero is January. And then it gets a bit easier because they're much more like the English. So we have febrero, marzo, abril, mayo, junio, remember it's a h sound with that j, okay, junio. Great. Same with julio, agosto, septiembre, octubre, lovely, noviembre, and diciembre. Oh, I've left him behind. Come on, diciembre. Now you might have noticed something with these. In English, they have a capital letter. In Spanish, they need not. Okay, we're going to sort them into seasons now. This is seasons in the UK, obviously. We'll do it in English first. You might think, by the way, that spring starts in January. No, my friend, it does not. Spring actually starts in March. It goes March, April, May, and then summer is June, July, and August. Jiggy looking there. Then autumn, I'm just going to move January and February down because they definitely don't belong in autumn. Autumn is September, October, and November. And so winter actually starts in December, January, and February. So right now, the season we're in is, you're so right, it is winter right now. Okay. Now, I'm going to do it in Spanish. So here they all are in Spanish. And I thought, why don't you check out the months? I might finish off my drawings here. So here we go. I'm just going to put a little bit more on this picture. Here we go, it's my picture of a bee. Lovely, you get those at the end of spring, really. And the lovely blossom in the tree. How lovely. Okay, and then we've got the hot, hot season next after that. So I thought I'd draw a picture of a sun. Oh, lovely, it's so hot. It's so hot in the summer. Then we have probably the rainiest season. Here we go, I'm going to finish off this picture. There we are. Yes, it's an umbrella. And then in the last season, we can sometimes have this sort of stuff to play with. There we go. Let's give him a hat. There we are. So lovely. So I say, I hope you've been checking out the Spanish names for the months in these seasons. But before we move on, Better make sure we know what all of these words up here mean. So in this one, la primavera, lovely, that is spring. El verano, that is summer. El otoño, that's autumn. And el invierno, yes, that's right, that's winter. Okay, let's go on to the next one. So we've done it in English, we've done it in Spanish. Let's see if we can put it all together. I'm going to ask you some questions to make sure that you're still paying attention out there. So, which month does spring start in? Tell the person next to you. Okay. So spring, it is said to start in March. And in Spanish, that's marzo. Summer is said to start in, quick, tell the person next to you. So it's supposed to start in June. And in Spanish, that's right, junio. The autumn starts in, have you told the person next to you? That's right. Autumn starts in September, and in Spanish, that's septiembre. And winter starts in December. So in Spanish, that's fantastic. Well done, everybody. That was great. Okay. So I have for you something to complete. It's a sheet with all the months of the year. And there's actually some at the bottom as well, because I've split them up into the different seasons. Okay. And I'll show you why I've done this on the next slide. So you could make up your own version of this, and I would suggest that you just write the months in Spanish. But let me show you how to do it if you've got the sheet. Okay, so here we are. There's two ways of completing this, okay? So the first way to do it is to start at the beginning of the year and write the months in the different squares one at a time. But if you do that, you'll have to have some of one season and a little of another. So here we go. We've got enero, febrero, marzo. Okay, and because March is the start of spring, you've got a little bit of spring going on in this side of the picture. If you want to, you can put the months in the tree like this. Oh, look, there's our little bee again. Okay, so this one is showing a little bit of spring and it's going into summer there. And the flowers are going and it's all great. Okay, it's hot, hot, hot. Or if you want to do it a slightly different way, at the bottom, I've split these into seasons, haven't I? So if you want to, you can do your picture and make it just of the autumn and put the months in that are just of the autumn, okay? So I'm going to make my months nice and small. Hopefully this won't be too big. So I'm going to look down at the bottom. Oh yes, I see that that has September. Nothing up at October at the top here. That's not October, it's October. And then I put Noviembre over here. Don't let your writing get too big. You don't want it going over the square. And for winter, I'm going to need these 3 months here, diciembre, enero, febrero. So those are the 2 ways of doing it. You either do it by the order of the year, so you start in January, or you can do it by season. And if you do that, then spring will be here, summer will be there, and then you've got autumn and winter there. Okay, so those are the 2 ways of doing it. Okay, now you've got 2 choices as well of how you do this. You can either pause here and do your beautiful pictures and then continue, or you can continue and do your beautiful pictures afterwards. I'll let you decide. A lot of decisions today here, guys, lots of decisions. But just to finish off with, I have a few questions that I would like to check that you could do the answers to. So here we go with my few questions, which you're going to do either before or afterwards, after your lovely artwork. Okay, so this is a turn to your partner thing here. So I will give you a chance to speak with them so that you can tell them what your answer would be. Okay, the new year started in January. In Spanish, that month is I hope you said this. And just so that we're keeping the days in our mind, I'm just going to check you can do this one too. New Year's Day this year was on Friday. So what is that in Spanish? I'm agreeing with you if you said viernes. Okay. Now then, when my children were small, we used to go on holiday in July or August. Okay. What are those months' names in Spanish? I'll give you a minute now. Now, I hope you said Julio for July, Agosto for August. And when we went, we would usually go on a Saturday. What's that in Spanish? I hope you said sábado. Okay, we're nearly there. Just a few questions more. Now, April is said to be a rainy month. I've got especially on a Wednesday there. You can see where I'm going with this, guys. I just wanted to be able to ask you Wednesday, but apparently April is a rainy month. What is that in Spanish? You're so right if you said Abril. And the Wednesday bit? Now I have to admit this can be a little tricky because I've got to put an accent in there. Miércoles. Miércoles. Okay, last couple of questions. Okay, I was born in December, so I've just had my birthday. Can you remember what name that has in Spanish? Brilliant. You remembered it was Diciembre. I did go for a walk on that very day. It was a Monday. What day is that? Yes, you're right. Lunes. Well done. That's been quite hard work this time, but I think you've done really well. Very pleased with you all for doing your Spanish. See you soon. Hasta pronto.